Good morning, Reefers. I am Jeremy Wade and I am the Canadian Reef Master. And I am for sure in Canada as we have had a power outage and it is chilly today. I'm bundled up as last night we had some trees go down in the area about 1 a.m. So the power has been out for about 8 hours. I've been asleep the whole time. I hope the tank's doing okay. First thing I do is when I find the tank I go, holy, because you know how much we put into these tanks. We could lose everything in one day. However, we forget, we ship our coral around the world and sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 days to arrive at its destination. And the odd time, I've had boxes arrive from the Indo-Pacific and there are ice cubes in them. And I still get some of the stuff out alive. I'm just gonna have a look and see what's going on and talk about what do I do in case I have my power go out and I'm not ready. First thing I have to do is get some oxygen into that tank. It's a little chilly. It tests the temperature. It's 23.9 degrees Celsius, usually sitting at a lovely 25 degrees Celsius. First thing I do, grab anything that is plastic that I have and I start stirring that tank. So for this tank, I can grab this lovely plastic cake dome lid, which are good for many purposes such as looking down in your tank or taking pictures. So we can also stir the tank with it. So we're gonna take it, just a few nice stirs of the water. This will increase the oxygen in the tank, just like a filter does. And we'll just give it a little bit of water movement. The coral can mush off some of that slime that they produce when it's a little bit stagnant, and you can get a little bit of oxygen in that tank. The next big thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna fill a couple containers with hot water. I'm heating water up on the barbecue outside. I have no stove, so I had to check that I didn't light it on fire. It's still going okay, so we're gonna continue on. I could heat up the water on the tank, but that will increase the salinity, so I'm just gonna increase the temperature by putting some hot water in some bottles and throwing that into the sump. I better get back to the barbecue because I kind of forgot that it was on. Oops, not really, but you know, I had to run and go to a check anyways. So I'll see you in a few minutes when I heat up my tank. Well, we've heated water up on the barbecue and it is now in some bottles and it is keeping that tank warm. The temperature of the tank will be maintained at 23.9 degrees Celsius. I hope by repeatedly changing out these bottles, we can use the thermal energy transduction from the bottles into the tank as our heating source. Now, this shouldn't last too long. We should hope that the power should be on shortly. You did use the barbecue because I wanted a cup of tea to go with my morning, and you can't do that from a hot water tank. Our hot water tanks do stay warm for many hours, so you can switch out bottles from that. However, you know, it's nice to have a cup of tea on a cold winter's morning. Power is back on after 10 hours. You can generally determine how much you need to put into efforts on power outages and safety regarding this. You may need a generator in some parts of this world or maybe a battery backup. I do live in a large city and historically I have only really had power outages for a few hours. So this is a perfectly acceptable method for my tank and what I feel I need for maintaining the temperature and the oxygenation for these short period of times. Now, if I did move back, say, to Vancouver Island, I would probably look at a generator or some battery backups, or possibly even a couple battery operated airstone pumps, which are great and can be picked up, I'm pretty sure, anywhere online. I hope you're all doing well and I hope your tanks are looking amazing. Mine is back glowing and I am hoping to enjoy it this morning with another cup of tea, maybe a latte because the espresso machine's warming up. Hope you're all doing well, take care and have a great time reefing.